Okay, so we're going to be talking about electrical safety observers today. So most situations, you're going to need electrical safety observer whenever you're working within 500 mils of exposed energised conductors, which is what we call energised work. Where it's permitted in the regulation, you must have a safety observer present, unless it's for the purposes of testing only. But even then, a risk assessment may still require an electrical safety observer. We have 5 triggers we recommend, which triggers the situation where you must have a safety observer. The first one is if you're working in areas of reduced mobility.
If you cannot maintain separation from earth, so if you're working up against a structure like this that may be earth or different potential areas like that.
No worries. When you're working in high current or fault situations, so anything greater than 20 kA, the situation where I'll have a safety observer as well.
Working in switchboards with poor workmanship prior to you going there, such as untidy cables, potential damage by vermin, essentially a spaghetti box.
Poor or non-compliant wiring, basically, yeah.
Essentially, yep.
And finally, we have to actually work live, disconnect, reconnect, rack in, rack out under live conditions. That would trigger a safety observer as well.
Yep.
So tell us about the safety observer rescue kit.
Right, so what we have here is what we recommend is the Brady LV Rescue Kit. This is a zipped bag. This comes with all the mandatory equipment that you need. You know, we've got the isolate here in case of emergency. So you put that obviously where your isolation point is upstream. You have your low voltage rescue gloves. So these are not for the worker, these are for the rescuer only. We have a fire blanket. This one is 1.2 by 1.8 meters. This is for obviously extinguishing flames on bodies. Then we have the burns dressing, very important. Stripe up when you put these dressings on. We also have the insulated crook. This crook is designed to break the person's contact away. Obviously you'd be wearing low voltage insulated gloves while you're doing this. You break that contact and then you can do the one-man drag. And then we also have the torch that comes in these. Would you like to say anything about what you would see on an audit? There's
a big issue with this particular kit that we're looking at. If we were doing an audit on this, it would actually fail our particular audits that we're doing, mainly because the batteries aren't put into the torch, and also with the safety gloves, they're still sealed in the bag. We want to see these things actually deployed, and then because we know that most situations require safety observer, we're going to want to see some usage on this stuff, kind of like the other first aid kit there. Same thing with the fire blanket, still nice and neat in the box. We want to see it actually being pulled out of the box so it's ready to deploy quickly in an emergency situation.
In the Brady kits, they also come with a couple extra things like the thermal rescue blanket and a burn dressing gel as well, plus a guide to CPR in case you are, you're forgetful in that moment, because it can be a very high stressed situation that you're in if you're having to do this a rescue.
This is what we call an ISSC 14 electrical safety first aid kit. It's slightly different to your standard first aid kit, or what we used to call B-type construction first aid kits. It's got a few extra goodies in here as well. So basically the way to describe this is kind of the same contents as what we used to call the old B-type construction first aid kits. It's got all the same gear in it, except a few extra goodies, including a mask for CPR resuscitation, and it's got all these additional burn kits in it, including these arm dressings, plenty of those, and a very large face dressing burns kit as well. And then, all the other stuff that you need, bandages, band-aids, fire blankets, patches, everything like that you need as well. So this is the first aid kit to have.
Is this one, what's this one? This is mainly for electrical workers, isn't it?
Yep, electrical work. And as I said, if you're going to have an arc flash or any burns surrounding an arc flash, this is the stuff you want to have immediately at hand to deal with those issues.
So I definitely would recommend putting these in your vehicles and replacing the module kits that a lot of contractors currently use.
That one has the whole lot already pre-packed in it, so
designed for all the hazards and risks that electricians can find themselves in.